This is Trabr. We're creating the technology and the ecosystem for everything building. We're creating a market network which boasts a marketplace and a mobile-first, cloud-based suite of project control tools for builders, consumers, trades, suppliers, for everybody. All on the smartphone, all remote, all mobile, all for building. This is Trabr, and this is a building conversation. Good morning, this is Tony Huxley from Trabr Limited. I'm glad to be joining you today. Tony Rouady, General Manager of Network Building Supplies. G'day, Tone, how are you?
Tony, I'm well.
Excellent, good to hear. Thanks for joining us, really appreciate you making the time. So it's interesting in your response to that question, I don't know if you noticed this, but you were saying this, but it might have just been subliminal, but you used the word communicate 3 times.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
It's a big part of what
I'm
we
a bit
do.
focused on communication.
Yeah, because it's, you know what, and I'm glad you did pick up on that, but it's a big part of me, who I am, but our business as well.
Yeah.
Communication is the key. Relationships.
But,
what's the key to relationships? Any relationship, Tony?
Communication. But this, I mean, the simplicity, it's not the simplicity, because as you said, you know, technology, it's like a duck swimming on the water. You know, the feet are going 100 miles an hour, but they look like this, they're gliding across, but they're not. Every technology is about a whole lot of stuff that goes on in the background, but the simplicity in a customer experience sense of knowing the product has left your depot.
Spot on.
You know, it's just like, I can relax.
Tony, that's spot on. You know, years and years ago when we started and everything was just manual.
Yep.
The number one phone call we'd get is, how far away is my order?
Yeah.
Those calls we don't get those calls.
Doesn't happen anymore.
Because it just builds anxiety. Has it left? Because the guys might look at it and say, oh, he's half an hour away, I can see it there. I'll just go grab a coffee, or I'll go and work on this thing. But they know, they've got that peace of mind. Yeah, it's coming. You know, so even though someone's ordered and you might be the second run of the morning or the third run, they'd still ring in the morning. Are we still, because like I said to you, I've got men here. They're about to run out of material.
Yeah, and everyone costing money every minute.
But it costs me, Tony, it's more than money. If this job goes out tomorrow, I've got another job scheduled tomorrow. I can check on my Trabr app.
Yep.
I've got another job scheduled tomorrow. It's going to put that up. There's a domino effect of what we do, especially around commercial multi-residential jobs. A lot of commercial work we do, there's night work, shops are shut, they got to work on it. They're critical jobs. You know, it's not, that's why I said to you, we do a little bit in residential. Residential's a little bit more forgiving, if you like, in terms of timing, not a lot, but commercial and multi-residential.
Yeah, but there aren't hundreds of things hanging off that one.
Exactly. When you go commercial multi-res, that element that our contractor is doing has a flow-on effect.
Yeah, massively.
Oh, a plumber can't come in tomorrow now.
Yeah.
The fire sprinkler guy can't come in because you didn't do this. And it's like bang, 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 bang. Liquidated damages gets brought up a lot. And that's why I think we are popular with our contractors, because that feeling of calm they get by knowing what's going on. Even when we make a mistake, we fix it, you know.
But it's just, if I know, I can deal with it.
100%.
If I don't know.
And technology has been our best asset.
The enabler of that.
Of us being a great communicator.
Yeah.
Because that's exactly what it's done.
What percentage of your business today do you think would be digital?
Tony, I'd say when I look at it from a customer point of view, I'd say 50-50.
Oh, okay.
In terms of internally, I'd say 80-20 what we do, because we're paperless picking, and we've embraced technology significantly here. You know that, I've spoken to you about it before. We've got our IT department. So internally, it's very, very high. But externally, in terms of customer ordering and the customer dealing with the digital platforms, and it'd be 50-50.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah, and it's changing. If you ask me in 2-3 years' time, it's going to probably be 70-30.
We'll go back 2 or 3 years. What would it have been then, do you think?
I think 20 to 30%.
Oh, wow. Okay, so it's more than doubled.
70% manual, 100%.
Wow.
It's doubled. So when I look at it, when you look at, we've spoken about our customer base, our trade contractors. A lot of them will email and text message their orders now. One of the best things we did was enable text messaging, with the ordering, because a lot of them know what they want, but don't know the codes or don't know this or that, but they'll put it in their own words and text it off to us and keep working. And I found they've embraced text messaging more than emailing. Obviously we're getting better and better, and online ordering will improve for us. But I still think a lot of the trade contractors we deal with love text messaging. You look at your own home or your kids or whatever. Kids these days would rather message than talk to each other.
Everyone's texting, sure.
So this text messaging with the ordering is working great. But yeah, I'd say, Tony, if you come back in a couple of years, it's definitely heading in that direction more and more. I think there's a lot of benefits to it. And they've
interesting, but I mean, that's a massive jump. That's a huge jump just in 2 or 3 years.
Yeah, for sure. It's changed significantly.
So in the role that Network Building Supplies plays within the industry, what do you see today, I guess from your customers' perspective at least, are the biggest pain points when it comes to buying building materials?
Well, because we're a trade, we're trade focused, and we supply to recurring customers who are doing supply and fit work. The pain points for us is arriving in full on time, 100%, because they're doing jobs that are scheduled.
Yep.
They've got labour that's scheduled, having the right product, turning up when they need it, and not missing anything is critical to what we do.
So is that then a logistics issue?
It's a bit of everything, Tom, but yeah, obviously the technology which I've spoken to you about before enables to make sure that errors are limited. But then logistical management, which again, the technology plays a part in that, how you manage your logistics. Logistics is a big issue in our industry, a huge, because it can be inefficient if it's not managed well. So those pain points, if we can focus as a business on that, we've always said that. The customer base we service around multi-residential commercial contractors, where their jobs are so critical in terms of the scheduling, the pain points are definitely turning up in full on time, and with no errors or products picked incorrectly, or just having what they need when they need it. Obviously, price plays a point in our industry, so you've got to be competitive but the segments we're in, those other areas are super critical. Interesting.
Do you think it varies from product sector to product sector, or is
well, look, the thing is, it's actually a good point to say. It can, if you're putting the finishing products on, there's a little bit more forgiveness because you can do other things around it. But when you're working on substrates or the initial products to get jobs going, that's even more critical.
Because it's a domino effect. Everyone's queued up behind you.
100%.
Yeah.
So if you've got to build a frame for a wall, and everything turns up except a couple of key components for the frame. So you've got your skin, everything with it, the plasterboard, whether it be the plasterboard and you're building the stud and track, and you've missed the track. But you've got the stud, you've got the plasterboard, you've got the screws, you've got the finishing compounds. Still can't start the job. I don't have my track. So yeah, there are certain components or certain things that are super critical to, depending on the job. So if you've got an order for a render where you've got a base coat and topping coats, if your base coat turned up and we missed the topping, you could still start today, I'll bring you the topping tomorrow. If it's the other way around, no. So yes, to answer your question, but for us, we want no errors. Doesn't matter what part of the job is involved.
The objective has to be that.
Yes.
Yeah.
But the pain points, Tone, are definitely because of the market we're in. We're not DIY. Oh, you're out of this. I'll come back tomorrow. Having the stock, having what they need when they need it is crucial. And when you're dealing with trade contractors, you don't get a week to muck around. Generally, they've got time pressures on job. They've forgotten something. They're getting pushed by the builder. Whatever. You'll get a call, might be 2 or 3 p.m, I need this at 7 a.m. tomorrow. I need this at 6 a.m. tomorrow. Yeah. Everything we've done here in our business has been around the segments we work in, understanding the customer and catering to them, not expecting them to change for us, which I think a lot of, or no, I won't say a lot, but other companies think, well, this is how we do it. That's what it is.
Square peg, square hole.
Yeah.
Tony Rouady, I appreciate your time. Thanks for joining me this morning.
Thanks, Tony.